Busca una solución. Somos un ecosistema educativo diseñado para la excelencia. Aulas vivas. Metodologías que dan vida al aprendizaje. Smart Campus. Robótica. Y plataformas digitales de gestión. Aprende y crece. Inversión constante en el talento docente. Lengua extranjera. Dominio que abre puertas al mundo. Soporte 360. Consultoría y acompañamiento continuo todo el año. Por más de 20 años. Hemos escuchado el latido de la educación ecuatoriana. Y hoy, nuestra visión es más integral que nunca. Más de 400 instituciones ya confían en la potencia de nuestro modelo. Juntos, estamos creando la generación de líderes que Ecuador necesita. Grupo RA. Servicio y pasión por la educación.
Welcome, dear teachers. It's a pleasure for us to be here with you. Miss Jessica Campoverde, thanks for being here. We will start in some minutes, okay? So let's wait for some of the teachers to come and then we will be starting. So dear teachers, so once we're entering in this session, please, you can use the chat so you can present yourself, maybe the city and your school, so we can know where you're from, okay? Thanks for that. So Miss Jessica, Miss Lulia, if you can help us with that, it will be great. Write your name, the school that you are currently working, and the city. Thanks for that. Dear teachers, thanks for being here. in this session. So, as you know, we will be talking about the LMS related to a publishing company that is called Goodluck Publishers. Just for your information, we're not here just in Zoom, but some other teachers are on YouTube. So, we'll be starting right now because of the time. As you know me, my name is Jonathan San Andres. I'm academic consultant here at Grupo RA. And we also have a unrepresented person from India, that is Kanchan Arora. I would like to introduce herself first of all, so you can know a little bit about her. Kanchan Arora is a business development manager at Goodluck Publishers Limited, one of India's leading educational publishers and printed with over 45 years of experience in K-12 education. She has been associated with the organization for more than 3 years, working closely with the schools, distributors, and educators across Latin America and other international markets. Kanchan specializes in digital learning solutions and has conducted numerous training sessions and workshops for teachers and school leaders on an effective use of learning management system and educational technology. Her expertise includes guiding educators in integrating digital resources such as interactive animations, teachers' manuals, assessment tools, and test generators into classroom teaching to enhance student engagement and learning outcomes. Passionate about educational innovation and cross-cultural collaboration, she enjoys connecting with educators from different parts of the world and exploring diverse teaching practices. Her interest in the Spanish language reflects her commitment to building meaningful relationships with the Spanish-speaking educational community. So, dear teachers, here is Kanchan Arora. So you can know her. Okay, she will be presenting part of this session in some minutes. So, well, let's get started. Before we go with the LMS as well, I will be presenting this general tool. So I have prepared a Canva so we can have it right now. I'm gonna share my screen so we can continue. So here we are. I suppose you're watching what I'm sharing right now, right? Okay. So Goodluck Publishers LMS platform learning tool. So here we are. Just for we can start, what is an LMS? As you know, the teachers, elements stand for. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. I suppose some of you cannot see my screen. And here it is. Thanks for that. Okay, so well, as you can see, here we are again. This is the presentation of the LMS, a platform of Goodluck Publishers learning tool. So let's get started. First of all, what is an LMS? As some of you may know, an LMS stands for Learning Management System. It's a software application or web-based technology used to plan, implement, and assess a specific learning process. Typically, a learning management system can provide an instructor with a way to create and deliver content, monitor student participation, and assess students' performance. It may also provide students with the ability to use interactive features such as video discussions, video conferencing, and discussion forums. Well, here we have some components of an LMS. Number one, we have rosters. It says a digital roll call sheet for tracking attendance and for sending invitations to club participants. Number two, we have a registration control, the ability to monitor and customize the registration process of e-learning curriculum. As number three, we have document management, where you can upload and manage documents containing curricular content. And number four, we have multiple device access. So we're referring that you can deliver the course content over web-based interfaces such as desktops, phones, tablets, or even laptops. As number five, we have distributed instructional and student base. It can help us with remote participation by the instructor. Pupil allows courseware to feature multiple teachers or experts from across the globe. And number six, we have assessment and testing. you can create some very interactivities. And finally, you have number 7, grading and scoring. It says advanced tracking and sharing of a student performance over time. So this is some of the components of an LMS, and we will check that in some minutes. We also have the disadvantages we can call of about an LMS, and you will see that some of them are not applicable to our LMS. So first we have the cost is expensive to create. Even though, as you notice, dear teachers, the ones who are using the books from Goodluck publishers, you won't pay anything for the using of this tool. It got time required to install hardware, software, courses based on data. And in this case, as you will see, you will use only a website to work on this LMS. So there's no necessary, it's not a necessity to have a specific app that you will install in your computers. There's no need of that. You will have only a website, and we will provide you, if we haven't, an account so you can work on this. It's obviously not designed to be standalone, so you won't be the only one who can use it. The better use of this LMS is to use it with your kids, with your students. So obviously you can create some activities, interactivities, or you will send them to them so they can work on that. And also get access to the resources that the publishing this Goodluck publishing company will share with us. And finally, there's need for an LMS administrator. That is something that this is required. So maybe if you are a coordinator in the English area, you can be the LMS administrator or the admin that we will start working on that and checking this account in some minutes. We have checked the disadvantages, but obviously there are some advantages of using a learner management system. And then we have each of them. As you can see, there are more advantages than disadvantages to teachers. So first we have central platform. We also have communicators effectively, the transparency and feedback that are tracking the student communication, remote learning, student organization, and also class materials. So as you can see, there are many advantages about using one. And even though for us who use those books, we're referring to Explain English, modern technology, it's free for us. So that is something that I would like to share. I wanted to share. So let's get started right now. So again, I will let time to Kanchan Aurora so she can teach us teachers to work in the admin account. So Kanchan, welcome. Now the stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for a lovely presentation. First of all, good morning, all teachers. I hope you are doing well. So, firstly, I would like to tell you about little bit about the LMS. So, as Mr. Jonathan told you, that Learning Management System or LMS is a digital platform that helps schools to create, deliver, manage, and track learning activities efficiently. And so, yeah, for teachers, it basically offers the ebooks, the animations, the interactivities, the teacher's manual, and even the option to upload the personalized study materials so that teachers can create assignments and track student progress in real time. And for students, the LMS provides 24 into 7 access the learning materials from anywhere, and it includes in the animations, interactivity. They can give their instant feedback and also track their progress, tools to help them stay on their studies. So yeah, now see, let's how it works. Let me share my screen with you.
We will make you host so you can share your screen, Kanchan. Thanks for that.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, teachers, if you have any comments or questions, you have the chat, or maybe you can raise your hand virtually so we can answer your question, okay? Let's get started. Sorry.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen, Kanchan.
Okay. Yeah. So first of all, you have to log in into the URL. So the URL is at ondigital.com. So now there are three options. So log in as student, teacher, and admin. And then you have to enter your username and password. Also, you can contact us at any time at the given email. So it's digital@goodluckpublishers.com. Also, if you have forget in future, you forget the password, so you can reset it from the forget password tab. So let me show you the admin account. So we have to enter the username and password. So you can see here the school name is mentioning, and from admin profile, admin or coordinator can check their profile and they can reset password also. And this is the go back button. So you can go back to the main tab. Now, there are three important things here: the manage user, manage assignments, and reports. And here you can see the total teachers and total student. So this is showing that for Hills Academy, there are total two teachers account and total two students account. So firstly, I'll show you the manage users account. So from create users, admin or coordinator can create teachers or student account, so they can create one by one by selecting all the details. Email, password, and password. Then from here, they can create the teacher's account. And from create students tab, teacher or admin have to fill all these details. Then they can create the student account. Or the if you want to add the lot of, if you want to create a lot of account, so here is a bulk upload option. So admin can firstly download the sample format. So yeah, this is the sample format. So admin can fill all the details, like if there are number of accounts, so they can fill all these things, and like 100, 120, they can create any number of accounts. After that, they can create and upload the bulk file. So from here, they can create the number of accounts. So they don't have to create one by one account. Then second thing, view and edit user. So admin can view and edit the user from this tab, like student and teacher. They can delete, they can edit all the things from this tab. Then export user. So if they want to download the data and they want to restore in the offline, so they can export student or teacher account. So this data will be saved in their system. Yeah, so you can see the file is downloaded. So this is for the offline record. The next thing, manage assignments. So in the manage assignment, firstly, admin can view assignments. Yeah, so these are the assignments which teacher already gave to the student. So admin can also view that which type of activity teacher are assigned to the student. She can view from here. Then access library. So all the resources related to the Hills Academy will be shown here. Like you can see, these are the animations related to the Exploring English Class 1. Then the workbook answer key, the complete PDF of the book, the teacher's manual, the test generator, everything will be shown here. And so admin can see all the things, and they can also download it as a offline. and they can save in their systems. So this is the workbook answer key. You can see by unit all the answers are given in the answer book. So like admin can check everything, all the resources related to the book. Also the complete PDF of the Exploring English course book is also here. So as you can see these icons, these are the animations icon. These are the listening task activities, so they can also check those. So all these admin can check. Then from view books, they can view the entire PDF of the book, course book and workbook. So from the view reports, admin can check the overall progress of the student. So she have to mention the class, the section, the subject, and she can click on the view tab and she can check the reports of the students. So you can see the scores also, and they can also view. So you can see attempted, true, attempted, all these she can check. So the 0 marks, it means the student didn't attempt these questions, or maybe they have answered the wrong. So that's why they got 0% score. So all this about the admin account. If you have any queries, then you can ask. Otherwise, Mr. Jonathan will show you the teacher's account.
Thanks for that, Kanchan. So, dear teachers, as you could see, there's an explanation about the use of the admin account. So, just for you to remember, the admin account is the one in charge of creating the accounts of teachers, but also students. So that's why in the first section, Kanchan has told that. So, any comments or questions so far about the admin account? We will continue. Okay, if you have any comments or questions, please just tell us in the chat or raise your hand so we can help you. Okay, so I will be sharing my screen as well, so we can check together the teacher's account, and I will explain in the use of it. Okay, so let's get started with this section. Okay, I suppose you're watching what I'm sharing right now. So here we are. We have the teacher's account, the teacher profile, as you can see here. So again, I have, this is my name, last name, and email, and also have all my classes created. If you can see, if you want to reset your password yourself, you can do it. Just go to teacher's profile and change the password, reset it and confirm it, and then update. So, as you can see, we also have three sections. The first one is called Manage Users. It says Manage Student Accounts and Permissions. If I go to View Users, I will be watching all the students that I have in my classes. In this case, I just have one because it's an example. As you can see, his name is a student group, number one group, and last name is Area. You will have obviously real names in your accounts. And also I have the class and the section. Okay. As you can see, you can also write the username, the parent name, and the phone of the student, and also the email. So that is something that you need to create the accounts, and obviously you will have it, right? There are some schools that does not have like an institutional emails, so don't worry about that. You can maybe they can use the parents' email, uh, because that's how it works, right? If you don't have an institutional email, don't worry about that. If your school haven't created one, use use one that they already have, right? I'm referring to the personal ones. Okay, so the second section is called manage assessments, assignments, sorry. As you can see, it says create and manage student assignments. Let's go and create an assignment. So if I click here, I can have the create the objective assignment, or I can assign an interactivity. When you create an objective assignment, you can uh, use an already created activity that we can check, right? Let's go with that. So for example, assignment name. In this case, I will write task number 1. I will choose my class 1 and the section A. Subject, as you can see, I have English, and I'm going to be using the English Explain English course book number 1. So when I choose the book, as you can see, it will appear some of the chapters from number 1 to number 8. So you could select all, or you can select only one, the ones that obviously you're working on with your kids. For example, let's suppose I'm working on unit 1, so I will just select this one. As you have duration, how long you want to be this activity, I will be 30 minutes. And then the test date, I will date it on this Wednesday. So I will write number 1 of July to 2026. The start time, I will make them to work. Maybe some of our kids at 3 p.m. they are already at home, right? So I will write that 3 p.m. Here we are. And the end time, I will ask, write 7 p.m. No more than that. So they will have an afternoon to work on that. Okay? And I will create activity. When I have create, as you see, it says test name number 1, and then you have some of the answers, some of the questions that you can select. For example, in this case, I will select all, and then save and publish. Oh, in this case, I need to select some questions, right? For example, you can enter the marks, as you can see, for each question. And also you can select them one by one so we can continue. For example, I will be adding some new questions. In this case, you can have 3 type of questions: fill in the blanks, true and false, and also multiple choice questions, right? In this case, for example, you will see, then use keyword to place blank, and then you have these question options that you can obviously work on. In this case, obviously you need to create, if you want to create the question, you can also have these, you can create these, right? And save a question if you want to. Even though we will continue. When you have created an assignment that I haven't, but I will right now, you can, again, for example, put tax 1 as a name, class 1. Here we are. Again, I will select the chapter number, unit number 1, and I will be selecting the 3 of the chapters, right? The 2 activities, fill in the blank, true or false, and also match the followings. I will be assigning a date, so I will assign again the same date, the 1st of July to 2026, and then I will be giving some time to the kids to work on the activity, and the same end time. So I will give them only 1 day to work on this, but few hours to work on that. When I click on assigned, As you can read, the assignment have signed it successfully. And then I will be able to view and to edit the assignments that I have already created. Okay, as you notice, here is my task number one. Well, I have created some others for examples, but now we can see number one, right? For example, this is the day that I have already chose. The number of the task, it was class number one, the subject is English, the explain English book number one, and also the start and the end time. You can view, and you can view the activities. For example, if I want to, this is activity number one. And something that you have already asked a lot is that where's information of this where students can work in order to do this fill in the blanks. And teachers is the animations. So Kanchan was showing us in each unit, in the start of the unit, you will see an animation. When the kids see this animation, they can watch it and they will be able to answer to these interactivities. That's why obviously it's important to use animations in class. So please let's work on that, right? If you want to delete it, you also can do that. Obviously, you will be keep clicking on this basket bin, and then the activity will be deleted. Okay. So what else we have here? We can again create edit assignments, but you can also upload some documents or files into your library if you want to. For example, let's imagine that you have some images that you want your students to have too in their own computers. So you can write the document date, for example, images. It's just an example, right? I will be choosing the class. I will be choosing the section. I choose the subject and also the book. And finally, the category. As you can reach, you can have many options of that, right? For example, in this case, let's imagine it's a worksheet. So I will be uploading this. And also you have the type, right? It could be an image as I wrote in the title, but it also can be an audio, an Excel 5, and so many others. So if I choose image, it says upload file, choose file, but this file is chosen, it have to be maximum of 25 megabytes as you can read. So you can take any of your images or documents that you want to upload. In this case, for example, I will be choosing an PNG. As you can see, it's already here. And if you want to add some comments, you can do it, right? For example, please, students, read this. Let's imagine it's an pamphlet, okay? Or paragraph. Read this paragraph because we will be talking about this in tomorrow's class. That's just an example of you, so you can write to your kids, right? There it is. If you want to a cover, you can also choose a cover and then you can upload the document, okay? And well, in this case, I suppose we need to upload it again because of this. Even though you can work on that and it will be great teachers for us to have it because you can share with your students some documents that maybe they are not there and how they will be appearing. If you go to class one in English, they must be appearing here. Okay. And when you have all the animations, number 1 to 8, also the PDF books and the test generator, then maybe in the future we'll be talking about that in another session. But then you will see here document that you have uploaded, and then the students will be able to have it. Okay. Finally, so we can finish with this. You can also view books as well as the admin account. The teacher will be able to have their own books there. So obviously all the resources, we can watch it from here. That we're referring to the book. Okay. So the teachers, if you have any comments or questions about the use of the teacher's account, please, you can ask them. Any comments or questions? Okay, so now I will give time again to Kanchan so she can teach you how to use the student's account. Don't forget, if you have any comments or questions, please tell us. We're here.
Okay. So now I'll show you the student account. Yeah. So you can see here the school name, the student name, the class, and the section name is mentioned here. Then the student profile, all the details like first name, last name, class, the roll number, DOB, guardian name, email, phone, and they can also reset the password. Then there are three important things here: the pending assignments, the completed assignments, and document library. So firstly, in the pending assignments, all the assignments given by the teacher will be shown here. So as you can see, some of the assignments are expired. So expired assignments can't be attempted. So once the assignment time is passed, so a student can't attempt. So they can only attempt the those assignments which have the time. So they can view and they can attempt through this link. Like they have to give the answers and they have to submit it.
No.
Like
Try again.
saying the answer, that your answer is not correct. They have to select.
No. Try again.
So after that, student can't, once they have given the answers, so they can select, they can't select the another answer. So they get to know that the answer is incorrect, but their answers are already submitted. So a student can only check that his answer is incorrect, but they can't reset or try again. Then in the completed assignments, all the assignments which he has already completed, so will be shown here, and they can also check their results from this tab. They can view their answers. You can see it is mentioning the attempted, and the red one with the highlighted, it's showing that this answer is incorrect. So in the document library, all the resources from the book, like all the animations and the complete PDFs are showing. So let me show you one animation.
Diego cares for all he sees. The oceans, mountains, flowers, and trees. Luna paints the world so bright. Coco solves and gets things right. They move, they pause, they breathe in deep. Wellness is the vibe they love to keep.
It's 15th March, and Bruno has had a very special day. I'm known as the math whiz in class, the go-to person for solving math problems. My class
I think this animation is not correct. So from the animation tab, student can check the animation and they can also view the PDF of the book. They can check the animation from here also. As you can see, this is the animation icon. They can click. The full screen also.
It's a bright day, and Emma and Jacob are in their art class. They are excited about a new project.
Wow, look at all these colors. I will draw the nearby park. You can feel the breeze there. You can also hear the birds sing.
So they can check the animation also. And as you can see, this is the icon. So this is the listening activities. So they can also listen these.
Hello, I'm Joy. I like my black hair. Hi, I'm Ryan. I love my curly hair. Hello, I am Jeff. I love my big eyes. Hi, I'm Tina. I like my brown eyes.
So the interactivities are based on these animations. So teachers can show these animation firstly in the classroom. After that, they can assign the interactivity. So they can give the animations accordingly. They can show also in the classroom. So all this about the student account. If you have any queries, you can ask us.
So the teachers, any comments or questions? Miss Carla Munoz has written something in the chat, but we have already answered. But what about you? Miss Natalie, Miss Yamilet, Miss Celia, Miss Allison, Miss Jessica, do you have any comments or questions? Now that you're in this
Hi,
Zoom
Jonathan.
meeting?
So far, everything is very, very clear. So it's okay. At least I have understood everything.
Thanks for that, Miss Celia. Okay. And if you or the teachers have any comments or questions? Because as you can see, it's a very useful tool that we can use with not only just as teachers, but also with our students. Even though, as we were talking later, for our coordinators, right? Normally, in a average school here in Ecuador, the English area coordinator is the one who will be in charge of these LMS. So maybe he will be creating not only teachers but also students account in order to do so. If you could remember, this a way to do it not just one by one, but also like a bulb of blood. So it's easier for us. So if you have many kids in your grade, you can use this option to create those accounts, right? Well, let's see it. So finally, well, we have already checked all the accounts, but maybe we can create a, a mini class related to these three accounts, right? Kanchan is okay if we can create one specific um, task, and we can check it how the student will watch it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Thanks for that. So in this moment, Mrs. Kanchan will be creating a specific student's assignment so we can see how the student will be checking or we will be watching in their own accounts. Okay, so that's important that we are aware of that so we can help our students to use these elements properly. So Kanchan, if you could create that activity and share the screen, it would be great.
Yeah. So I'm going to assign one interactivity to the student account, and then we can see like how student can attempt and how it will show in the student's account. So like if assume I'm a teacher, so I will firstly log in my account with my username and password. Then if I wish to give the student assignment, so I have to create it. I have to go to the assign interactivity. Firstly, I have to fill all these details. So the interactivity will be assigned to class 1, section A students only, the accounts which have already created by the admin. So here are 2 books. So I can choose course book or the workbook. So I am choosing the course book. So assign date, it's 30th. Time we have to select it from the clock only. We don't have to mention the time manually. Otherwise, it will not assign. So we have to select only from here. So let's assume 3:16 and end time will be 4:17. So I can select the chapters. I can view also. Then I can assign. So you can see assignment assigned successfully. So now let's move to the student account. So how student can check and attempt it. So you have to see in the pending assignments. You can see the date, term 1, English, duration is here, and student can view, and there is a link. So student have to attempt all these. So firstly, let us click on the attempt. So we have to mention the answer. I am randomly just mentioning.
No.
So it's
Try again.
being submitted. I can't reset or I can't try again. So my answers are already submitted. Now I have to attempt the another activity.
No. Try again.
It's already submitted. Then activity 3. So the assignments which I have completed already move it here, like you can see, and you can check the scores also. So within just minutes, student completed the assignment, and within seconds, they can view their results also. So you can see how fast it is. They don't have to wait like night or next day that they can check the answers. They can view at any time. So all this about how teacher can give assignments to the student and how students can attempt it within a duration. Yes, Mr. Jonathan, hope teachers.
Thanks
will
for that,
keep-
Kanchang. So finally, so we can finish this part of the session. It's could you please like watch the report of this activity so the teachers like can check a real
Sure.
report? Thanks for that. So this we're presenting all the processes, right? So we start with the creation of the activity. The student have like the teacher has assigned the activity. The student like work on that, and then we will see like the feedback, right? How the teachers will check the report of the same activity.
I think I have to log in again. 1 second.
As a learning technology support, I suppose you have many accounts, and it's easy to get confused with them. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, so you can see the 30th June term one summary is already in the report section, and teacher can click on the view tab and check.
Something that I would like to highlight is that, as you can see, dear teachers, we have the student name, we have this activity submitted or not, but we also have the start time and the duration of the activity, right? And this like gives us a lot of information because, as you know, some kids will take at least a minimum of minutes to work on that activity. But if a student just like make an activity really quick, he's maybe not trying to do it, right? And so this is maybe we can just see time, but then you can infer that obviously how the students are working at home. So that's why like Goodluck Publishers had let us to have this information. So obviously we can check that later, okay?
Yeah, so from review tab, teachers can check their scores. As in activity one, all the answers are incorrect. That's why the student got 0%. And in activity two, student got 33.33, and activity three also. They can also view their answers. Yeah. So you can see attempted, but this one is the two answers are wrong. So you can see within a time, teacher can also check their report. So how fast it is.
Thanks for that, Chan. So with that, my dear teachers, as you can see, we have already checked all the processes, right? All the accounts. And even though I know that while we're working on those, maybe we will have questions. That's why also Goodluck Publishers has helped us sharing some tutorials so we know exactly what we need to do in order to work really well with this tool. So we, as Grupo Area, we will continue supporting you here in the nation Ecuador. And even though Kanchan Arora from India and from Goodluck Publishers, they will be supporting us too. So if you have any comments or questions among the school year, we'll be here to support you. Just please ask for us, and then we'll be there. So yes, it was a pleasure, Kanchan, to be here with you. Thanks for your time. And we appreciate really the effort for you to be here. We know that there in at India it's really late, so we're really grateful for that. Thanks for your time and for being
Thank
supporting
you. It's my
Ecuadorian
pleasure.
teachers. And
Yeah.
yes, here we are.
Thank you to all teachers to give your time. Hope now all the queries will be resolved. If still you have any queries, so you can contact us also, or the team RA is also here to help you.
Yeah, we'll be there for them. Also, just to remind you, my dear teachers, this session is being recording as a YouTube video. So we will be sharing that for the teachers who couldn't be here, and then they will have this information too. So any comments or questions before we go? Miss Jennifer, Miss Lulia, Miss Allison, Miss Nathalie, Miss Jamirlet, Miss Jessica, any comments or questions? Or everything is clear? As Miss Celia tells us. I suppose it's clear. So thanks for being here again. Kanchang, again, we're really grateful for your time. So we will say goodbye. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day to every one of you.
Bye.
It was a pleasure for us to be here. Bye. Have a good day.